Okay guys, now I know this is complicated, but I just want to take a minute to explain some basics to you all. Now, behind me, this is called the goal. Now, what I really want you to do during a game is... Candlin, would you stop stuffing around and listen, mate? This applies to you. Alright, now what I want you to do during a game, please, is put the round thing that you're kicking around, I want you to put it in the goal behind me. Now, I don't care if you kick it, if you head it, just somehow get the thing in the goal. This is what we need to do to win. We used to be good at this. Now, let me see what you've got. Danny Hilton, go first, please, mate. Danny, wrong way, mate. Oh, Jesus. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 2, Episode 4 of Walsall on the Dean Smith Challenge. We look to follow in the great man's footsteps, and today we are playing two big games in the league. Derby County in a very much at the top of the table, not top of the table, but at the top of the table clash. And then we're playing Forest Green, who are also having a really good season, of course, our rivals for the League 2 title last season. Now we start in the medical centre, and that is because we've got some mixed news here, some good news and some bad news. Lavery is only about a week, 2 weeks away from coming back, but for this game against Derby County, we are going to be without Connor Shaughnessy, who has picked up a minor injury, but also Denny Redmond. Now, Denny Redmond has been missing for about the last 2 weeks, so we've had to get by without him, which hasn't been the most easy thing in the world to do, and it really put a spanner in our works in sort of the idea of playing with wingers, because he was supposed to play on the left side of the midfield for us. So yeah, it was a very much a poorly mistimed injury, that one. But on the good news, Jack Nolan has just come back. Now, we haven't seen him yet. He had a serious injury when we took over the club. Very, very high potential, 19 years old. So I'm hoping we'll ease him back to fitness and we'll start and see the best from him. And also you can see here coming back Alex Denny, who was missing for a while there, another one of our new young signings, and Liam Kinsella, one of the stars of the team. He is back to fitness as well. So, as I said, mixed news out of the medical centre, but yeah, Redmond and Shaughnessy will be missing for Derby County, which is a massive, massive blow. Now, we do have a few games to catch you up on since last episode. The first one of those is one of those leasing.com games against Colchester. We took the lead when Josh Gordon tapped in a Willis knockdown, and Jarvis Adobe doubled our advantage, before Josh Gordon rounded off a rapid counter-attack for our third before half-time. Gordon unselfishly set up Jaden Allenby-John for a debut goal, and Shea Facey rounded off the scoring with our fifth. This was a really, really good performance. Josh Gordon with a double, Adobe, first goal for Jaden Allenby-John. Now this is another one of the youngsters coming through. I gave him a game off the bench and he looked okay, to be fair. And Shea Facey with a goal at the end. Now you can see we dominated the game, we smashed them, we deserved to win. And we did just that. So yeah, really, really good signs from a very much rotated team. Another guy that got a first game here for us is Alex Petrovic. And he, again, didn't look too bad. Alright, next game is back in the league against Rochdale. Felix and Mecca got the only goal of the game. So we went with the new formation in this one, and the one up top and the two wingers, and to be honest, it didn't really work. And Mecca with the goal for us. You can see we did create a fair bit, but we were creating chances before, for the most part. We just weren't scoring and we weren't getting many highlights. Corey Norman played well, which is always good to see. But yeah, basically, it wasn't a best first outing for the wingers formation. The next game was against Peterborough in the league. We fell behind midway through the second half and conceded a second late on to seal our fate. So we were really, really poor in this one again. They missed an early penalty, and then they did get 2 second half goals. Again, the wingers formation, it just didn't work. So we're going to shelve that one, I think. We might give it another half a chance when Redmond's back fit and try him out on the left. But yeah, this was a poor performance, and yeah, wingers have been canned. The final game to catch you up on, again in the league, is against high-flying Fleetwood. So yeah, poor again in this one. We were lucky to take a point, to be honest. It was we got to face Sharon again. He was there in their centre of their defence. And to be honest, they just looked the better team in this one. So we did cling on for a point. The one thing about this formation that we have been playing, I did go back to the sort of our standard formation for this one, is that we do look relatively solid defensively when we play it. And if we're not conceding goals, then we're always half a chance. Perry Moss got a start in this one. He got injured, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. It's nothing too serious. But yeah, a bit of a stalemate there. Away from home to Fleetwood, though, is not the worst result. Because we look at the league table, Fleetwood are sitting up there in 5th. We're still in the promotion places, albeit we have played a game more than those around us. So Derby and Hull, of course, who got relegated last season, are still right there. Preston is on top. And yeah, so it's going to be an interesting episode here. You can see Forest Green has fallen away a little bit, so hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of that. We have got our FA Cup first round tie against Solihull Moors, so a bit of a local derby, that one. And we have qualified from the leasing.com trophy group with still one game to come against the Arsenal under-23, so that's positive as well. But let's have a look at what we're up against here in Derby County as we desperately look to try and find some goals in this team. We aren't the favourites, which is probably fair enough in a Derby versus Walsall game in the second season of our journey here. They're a Paul Warne coach team, no relative of Shane, I am led to believe. But yeah, looks like a decent enough manager. They're a balanced, direct playing style. If you have a look here, we're expecting to come out in something like this. We will be playing against Wayne Rooney. But look at that, Tom Lawrence, Shinnie, Bilek, who's I think a decent player too, isn't he? So they've got some very, very good players. Bogle as well, who is someone I've always rated. Yeah, so they've got some good players who certainly do not deserve to be in... Imagine Wayne Rooney playing in League One. Anyway, we can see there their passing network and whatnot. Their heat maps are straight, isn't it? Look at that. They've always got like a straight line of 9 across. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but we'll soon discover it, won't we? Let's have a look at the team we're sending out. And this is it. A few experiments going on in this lineup as well. So Liam Roberts is the goalkeeper. Jules and Roberts go in the centre of our defence. Norman down the right. Cockrell Mollett down the left. Rame is a halfback. This is an experiment. We're going to see how he goes. We're going to have Willis and Bates in midfield with Boateng as the advanced playmaker. I think he can do it. So we're going to try him there. It's Candlin as a false 9. Josh Gordon as a pressing forward. We'll try these two up top. They're sort of the most informed strikers that aren't scoring. So yeah, we'll see how they go. So there we go. They are playing as expected, but oh no, Wayne Rooney's in midfield. I was going to say, but Wayne Rooney's not playing. But yes, he is. There he is in the middle of the park. So that's going to be interesting. What do you want to see here? You out there, prove a point, boys. Just please score some goals. Show everyone what you can do. We are the underdogs for this one, and I would suggest rightly so. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, as I say, goal scoring has been a problem. The wingers really didn't work. One thing I did want to quickly mention, I almost forgot, is down in the description there's a link to my new Discord that I've started up. So if you want to come and join the fun, I guess, I don't know. But if you want to come and join me on Discord, there's a link down in the description, and of course, the more the merrier. But we can, discuss theories and tactics and criticisms of the manager. Keep them nice criticisms though. But yeah, that's all in the Discord. There's a link down in the description. And this is pretty much what we've had recently. We've really struggled for goals. We've been doing attacking training. You can see again though, defensively, we look really sound. So I just think it's a really strange situation. Here we go. Norman with a corner. It's headed away. Boateng is there. What can he do with this? It's there for Corey Norman. Decent ball in. Candlin! Mitchell Candlin gives us a goal in first half stoppage time. We're very late first half stoppage time. We're in the 3rd minute of 1. So I can imagine that Mr. Warne is going to be quite annoyed at that. But we got the job done. A 4th goal for Mitch Candlin. Corey Norman, nice cross in on the wrong foot for him as well, isn't it? And Candlin, good header. Goalkeeper will probably want it back. Was it offsides? No, he's well on. Well on. So excellent stuff. A perfect time to score as well. And there we go. We've deserved that for our first half performance, I would say. We'll give it just a don't get complacent. Yeah. I never really know what to say when we're not playing particularly well, but I think don't get complacent is probably the best thing to say, and then go from there. Here we go. We've got a little bit of defensive work to do, it looks like. You can see the stadium, look at that, absolutely packed to the rafters. Norman wins the ball back there. Bates has it, back to Liam Roberts, and can we build from the back and go here? Can we score 2 goals in the 47th minute? That would be so, or 48th minute, that would be something. Here we go with Norman, gets past his man. Can he get a cross in? Candlin's lurking, look at that. Here we go, Willis drives it out. Good ball for Cockrell Mollett. Can he find a bit of a cross? There it is for Candlin, and Candlin has scored 2 goals in the 48th minute. That's got to be a record. But a 5th goal of the season for him, and hopefully now we're flying. This is against Derby County, let's not forget as well. Willis, cracking ball, wasn't to find Cockrell-Moller in space, and Cockrell-Moller picks out a peach of across Candlin. That defence from Derby is absolutely woeful. But there we go, a nicely worked goal. We've scored from open play as well, which is nice, and we've got another highlight here as we start with the ball at the back. Ball forward, flick on by Candlin, down there for Boateng. Boateng back to Candlin. Candlin as a false 9 strangely works. I don't really know why, but it just works. Cockrell-Moller deflected behind for a corner. Alright, can we go and make this 3? Norman, decent ball in, headed away. Willis is there. Can he smash one in? Back for Corey Roberts. There we go, the defender. Is he going to unleash here? Willis. Pick your moment, boys. Reme to Boateng. Back to Reme. This is, I tell you what, we've kept possession really nicely there. Candlin is it with an early ball in. Gordon's lurking, but it's headed away, and that'll do it for the highlight. Yeah, this has been, I've got to say, so far, quite a good performance from us. Let's try demand a little bit more. Try and keep them focused. Reme over a free kick now. Back post. Oh, Boateng is there, but it's not a good effort from Mr. George Boateng. No, Harim, isn't it? 2-2 in the other game for our next opponents with Forest Green. So there we go. They've thrown that away, that lead. Shrewsbury is now beating Forest Green. Let's give them some praise. Do we want to make any changes here? I don't necessarily think we do. I think players on the bench, ideally, we want to keep fresh for the next game. You know, it's probably too late now. Dene could have done with some match fitness. So let's get him on lately there for Reme, who had a really good game, didn't he, as a halfback? So that's a positive. Hull and Preston have drawn, which is a fantastic result for us, because that, I think, just might put us back top of the table. A double from Mitch Candlin has got the job done for us. Well done, boys. That's a good performance. So there we go. Derby County shocked by superb Walsall. It's good to see us looking good again. Candlin ends the goal drought. He had gone 11 hours of football without a goal. But it's good to see. It's good to see that he's back in form, and hopefully that'll take him on a little bit of a run now. And a massive, massive result, that one, because that leaves a little bit of a gap there now between us in the last or the second promotion place and the playoffs, which is excellent news. Guys, wait right there. We will be right back for our game against Forest Green Rovers. Okay, welcome back. Now we're back in the medical centre, which is never a good sign. That is because Adobe, one of our strikers, has injured himself 4 to 5 weeks, a sports hernia. So yeah, that's a little bit of a disappointment. He wasn't playing mainly because he's upset because he wants a new contract. And we can't afford to offer a new contract because we're already over our transfer embargo thing. So yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a blow because he is a very useful player for us if we get fatigued players up front. But yeah, he's missing for the next month or so. So, nothing we can do about it. That is just what it is. Now let's have a quick look what we're up against here. Now, one thing to draw your attention to, we can see the league table here, Preston, ourselves, and Portsmouth. Preston is hosting Portsmouth in this match day. So one of them at least has to drop points. So a big opportunity here for us to further enhance our chances of going up. Now we are up against, as I said, Forest Green. We are the favourites for this one. Their form recently is not good, so let's hope we can pile on the misery here. They're still a Mark Cooper coach team, which they were last season as well. They're an attacking standard style of play. And we have a quick look at what we're expecting here. A 4-4-2. This is from their 4-3 defeat to Shrewsbury last time out. We can see here they were very narrow. So we are going to try and get down the sides of them. And themselves, they look like they attack through the middle as well. So hopefully we'll be able to try and sort of suffocate them in there as well. This is the team we're sending out. There's a few changes, some players back to fitness as well. So Liam Roberts goes in goal. Jules and Roberts continue at the back. They were brilliant, weren't they, against Derby, so they've got to stay in there. Kinsella comes in to play down the right. Cockrell-Moller continues down the left. Shaughnessy Fit again comes back into his halfback role. It's Boateng, it's Redmond, and it's Bates in midfield. All mostly changed there. And it's Mecca coming in to play the false 9 with Gordon up top. If you're wondering where Mitch Clark is, he was away on international duty, and I think he had actually just come back but wasn't fit for the Derby game. He's picked up a knock for this one, unfortunately, so that's why we don't see him. And Denny Candlin, you may have noticed in the medical centre here, both he and Rame are both match fatigue, so that is why we don't see either of them in the starting lineup for this one. All right, let's go. We had a free week between the two games, so I'm a little bit miffed as to exactly why they're both match fatigued, because ideally I would have liked them both to play this game, but it is what it is. Pick up where they left off. We were quite good, weren't we, against Derby, so let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith, and let's hope we can go and beat Forest Green here. Get 6 points from an episode and really start to hone in on a top 2 finish in this league, which would be a magnificent achievement. Alright, we've got a highlight here. Cockerel Mullet inside the first minute, and Mecca's there. Back to Boateng. Cockerel Mullet for Shaughnessy. Chips it across. It's headed away. Bates should pick that up. He's got Kinsella there in space. Kinsella goes past one. Can he pull a ball back? Is he going to go himself? He goes himself. Selfishly, perhaps. There were definitely options, weren't there, in front of goal there. Let's give it a get creative and see where this takes us. Again, we've had a decent start to the game, though they've just come back into it in that last 5 minutes or so there. We'll give it another get creative here and see if we can indeed create something. Here we go. I'm wondering if, we'll give it some time, but I'm wondering if maybe exploit the flanks isn't the best thing to do. We've got Cockerel Mullet getting forward down the left there. We've gone back to the goalkeeper, though. Derby County's taken the lead against Burton. And here we go. Shaughnessy for Boateng. Boateng drives it wide there for Kinsella. Can we get across into the box this time, please, Liam? He checks back. It's a penalty, ref, is it? No. That was ambitious, wasn't it? All right, come on, Roberts. We keep possession nicely. Shaughnessy forward there for Boateng, for Redmond. We're pinging it around nicely, and Mecca out looking for Kinsella. Kinsella's there, pulls it back to Gordon. Oh, what a strike from Josh Gordon. A 3rd goal of the season for him. I think it's a first league goal. I think his other 2 came in that leasing.com thing, wasn't it? That's right at the start of the episode. The review there. But in Mecca, what a stunning pass that is. And Kinsella, for once, has pulled it back, found a teammate, and that is a stunning strike from Josh Gordon. Got a cat hair in my nose or something. 1-0, we'll take that, and we've come straight back for a kick-off highlight. Let's hope we're about to double our lead, not get pegged back. Cockerel Mullet with a good defensive header there, but Forest Green do come forward. Can we win it back there? Oh, we're putting good pressure on them, but they do still have possession, and they've got in behind us here, and... well, that's annoying, isn't it? About 15 seconds after we've taken the lead, we've been pegged back. So much for my concentrate shout. That appeared to not do much, didn't it? Show some passion, boys. That's silly. And yeah, we just let him go, didn't we, down the left there. Pulled it back, and we've got to be challenging a little bit better for that ball. A 10th goal of the season for Josh March, and it's 1-1 just like that. Oh, that's infuriating. Look how close together those goals are. Yeah, it's really frustrating also because we've essentially dominated the game. It's the only thing we've seen from them, and are we about to see something else from them here? Come on, boys, let's go and get this ball back. Derby County is 2-0 up now. That is off the crossbar, and Jesus, that could easily have ended up in the back of the net, couldn't it? Corey Roberts isn't having the best game. We'll try to demand more if we can. No, we're right at half-time, so we'll just leave it. And there we go, a half that we've dominated, and we find ourselves equal at half-time. Preston and Portsmouth are drawing at half-time as well. Boys, what do we say to that? Unlucky not to be winning. I think that's probably fair. No one's playing particularly badly, which is a good sign. Let's see if we can maybe go with a little bit of faith. We'll just do this generally. I think that's pretty much what we want to say across the board. And hopefully... yeah, just attack a little bit better, defend a little bit better, boys, and you'll go out there and win this game. Demand more. Come on. We're dominating possession. We're dominating the sort of the attacking play. And can we go and get this go-ahead goal for us? Kinsella has the ball again. Crosses it in. It's headed away. Boateng's there. He's got a little bit of time and space. Shaughnessy spreads it out there for Cockerel Mullet. Gets it in. It's a good ball in, and it's a goal for Josh Gordon. He's got himself a double. A 4th of the season. A really, really good cross from Cockerel Mullet to pick him out. I'm assuming that he meant to pick him out. It wasn't just sort of a put the ball in the mixer kind of a situation. We'll tell him to concentrate again, and hopefully this time our lead will last more than 5 seconds. But it was a good ball to find Cockerel Mullet. And I think he meant to, I don't actually think he was meaning for Gordon. I think he was actually aiming for Redmond. But Gordon got there first. He stuck it away. And excellent, excellent stuff. All right, and we have indeed, our lead has lasted more than 5 seconds, which is perfect. We're playing well. We're scoring goals, which is something we haven't seen on YouTube for a while now. So that's a relief to everybody. And we'll give them some praise here. We're doing quite well. Do we want to make any changes? Redmond with a corner. Decent ball in again. Jules off the crossbar. And it's Felix and Mecca that's forced it over. Really, really unlucky for Zach Jules that it's his header just crashed off the crossbar. But and Naka was there to force it in, and it's 3-1 now against Forest Green Rovers. And, oh, it's so unlucky, isn't it? But eventually it got in the back of the net. I'm sure Jules, apart from the goal bonus, doesn't care. And this is good stuff. Redmond just coming back from injury. We might just be a little bit cautious with him. We'll bring James Hardy on to replace him. Cockerel Mollett going down the left. He should be fine. We've got the FA Cup game next against Solihull Moors, which should be their Vanarama North team, I think. So we should be able to get past them without any problem. And I think I will maybe look to use wingers in that one, get Nolan some game time, and just kind of generally see how we go there. Now, I haven't seen a score come through from the other game. We've won 3-1, which is a stunning result away from home. Does that mean we are now sitting atop of League One, which would be, don't get complacent, boys, which would be a stunning achievement. And look at that, we have gone top of the division. Smith has been sacked by Aston Villa. So that's happened. Where's Villa sitting in the league? We'll might as well do a Brentford check while we're here. They're sitting 17th in the Premier League. So Dean Smith has been sacked by Villa. Reminder, we do need to go to Brentford before we can go to Villa, but that has happened. Gordon was quite good, wasn't he? Really, really good to see him getting some goals. So we've had two strikers score 2 goals in both games, which is excellent. And what do we do? A Brentford check. So we can see here Brentford are sitting up there towards the top of the championship. So there's not much risk of their manager being sacked. The big risk, I think, for them is that he gets poached to go somewhere else. But yeah, that is what it is there. If you have a quick look at the league table, you can see there it is. We are top. Yes, we've played a game more than those around us, but we've got a nice little gap there to Accrington, Stanley and Derby County. So even if they were to win those games in hand, we would still be sitting top of the league. Well, in the top 2 anyway, because if Preston wins, obviously they would go ahead of us. But our goal difference is looking favourable to those around us as well, which is good. It's just going really, really well. And hopefully what we've seen now is that we're coming out the other side of our little goal drought. And scoring again, which would be amazing. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back next time for... we don't want to go too far here. Okay, assuming that I win the FA Cup first round, we'll come back for whatever game is before the second round. And so I'm thinking it'll probably be around this. It's usually the start of December, so it'll probably be around Wimbledon Coventry time. And if we were to lose that game, then maybe we come back for Wimbledon and Coventry. But that's all for next time, guys. Go ahead and join the Discord. The link's in the description. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I've been Aussie Bill, and I'll see you next time. Take care.